Hey guys, how are y'all doing tonight? It's TJ again, and just coming to you with some takes on the new stuff that we've been seeing coming out. Space Marine Codex is coming out this weekend. I am so pumped about that. I've got my Redemptor Dreadnought on order, as well as the Codex, and of course the cards. So I am very, very excited to get all that. I am super stoked about just being able to using chapter tactics again. So going to be playing my Imperial Fist. I've read a lot about them so far. They don't sound like they really got the good draw, but with the cover save, you never really know how it's going to work out. So I'm just going to have to play a couple games and see what winds up happening for them. As you can tell, I'm not sure if a lot of y'all follow me on Instagram, but it's under ONights112, and I usually post everything I do on FMP on our Facebook picture. So always check out that on our Facebook page because I always post what I've been working on. So last week I finished a squad of Dark Angel Interceptors, right? Hold on. Good gosh. I really need to figure out all these names again. So they're the troop ones. The Incessor Squad. Yeah, so I finished off a unit of Dark Angel Incessors because I'm trying to get my Dark Angels, my Deathwing Dark Angels back on the table for you guys so y'all can see the Deathwing in action. But in order to get it, the point values, I need to add some stuff. So I wanted to add them, new Primaris, new Hotness, Troop Choice, which is good. And then I'm also working right here on my Nephilim Jetfire. As y'all can see, I've been kind of got most of the detail work done. I still need to do the white here, get all that finished. I've already kind of washed it a little bit to make it look a little dirty. Finish the bolters, the heavy bolters, the Avenger cannon, the Avenger heavy bolter, whatever it is now. It's like, what does it do now? I mean, the reason why I'm painting this is because I actually put it together about a year ago. I just really did not like. I really didn't like the rule set after the Dark Angels Codex came out, so I wanted to see what they eventually did with it, and now they've got it where I kind of like playing it again. So, Space Wolves, let's see here, Nephilim Jetfire. So the Avenger Bolt Cannon, Mega Bolter now is heavy 10, so strength 6, definitely negative 1 AP, so high strength. It's only negative 1 AP, but I think it can be utilized for a lot of different things now, and it's always good to have some flyers out there. So I'm really excited about getting him painted up and getting him put back on the field. And then also I really like the Black Sword missiles now. The Black Sword missile launcher, you do get to fire. It's a heavy one, but you do have 2 of them, so that's 2 of those, strength 7 minus 3 AP and does 2 damage. So plus with the Dark Angels, they do get the Jinx special rule, which is definitely very cool. So I'm very hopefully I'll get him finished by this weekend. Me, John, Jonathan, and Ben, we have a big game plan this weekend. We're going to be doing 3,000 points on each side, and since Jonathan has a Chaos Reaver Titan and John has an Imperial Reaver Titan, we are definitely going to throw those on the battlefield. So it'll be 3,000 points on the side, plus both of the sides will have a Reaver Titan. So we are very excited about getting that game filmed and getting it out to y'all as soon as we can. And then one of the main reasons I want to talk to you was about this guy right here. So as y'all know, I played in the in Warzone Houston GT. I finished dead last, which I thought I was maybe going to pull out a game or two, but then you realize that, there are a lot of good players in the Houston area. So I did not win a game. I did have some, the first 3 games were horrible. Me just starting playing 8th edition, only playing 4 or 5 games and not really knowing. I haven't memorized all my army stuff, so I had to have my cheat cards and everything trying to remind me of stuff I could do, but that totally did not work out as well as I thought it did. But as I talked to y'all about with Dreadnought before, I really want to play Dreadnoughts. I really think they're good in this edition. So I brought my Grey Knot Venerable Dreadnought. Venerable Dreadnought heading on 2s. Very, very good in close combat as well as shooting. So by the second day, I kind of figured out a little better how to play this Dreadnought. And with Valdos around him, with especially being Grey Knights, I only have 1 unit of Grey Knights, Terminator 6 strong, plus Valdos and plus him. So it's kind of a mixed force with that in my Imperial and then my Obsidian Knights. So the one thing I did figure out is one of their psychic powers. It is, I'm sure all of y'all have been using it. y'all definitely all been using it because it's Gate of Infinity. So the FAQ just came out, with Gate of Infinity, but at the same time, that really didn't hurt what I was doing because I picked Gate of Infinity twice. I always picked it on my Terminators as well as Voltus, because Voltus has 3 powers, so he's all 3 powers. So, but what I like to do with the Gate of Infinity that I found out works really well with the Dreadnought is you can pick it up and move it. So the 2 times the last 2 games, I picked him up, moved my Dreadnought on the other side of the field, and then it was 9 inches away. And luckily, that was the one thing was working for me was my charge rules, and I got a 9-inch. I both my times I rolled my charge range, and the Dreadnought went in and smashed the crap out of things, and definitely killed over its point value before it finally died. But I think with Grey Knights and that ability, the Gate of Infinity is just super. I think it's something that if you're playing Dreadnoughts, if you want to do a Dreadnought heavy list and you're playing Grey Knights, it's definitely something a key to use, as well as they have the Mortis pattern back for Grey Knights, which is definitely cool with a lot of the firepower they can do now, so they can lay down a ton of firepower. And the good thing about Dreadnoughts that you don't have to worry about with other things is they're only 8 wounds, so you don't have to worry about the degrading portion of it. Now 8 wounds isn't a lot. Yeah, you get shot by 2 las cannons and you can definitely get taken out in 1 turn, doing D6 wounds. But at the same time, if you get past all that and you get them up there, they don't degrade. And definitely a Venerable Dreadnought is definitely the way to go, I would have to say. So the new Space Marine Codex is coming out. So, I do have 3 Dreads. I have a Venerable and 2 other Dreads. And then I will definitely be adding the new Redemptor Dread, the big one. God, I am so excited about getting him. The Redeemer, yeah, I'm so excited about getting that big guy. And then it was totally cool because I just picked up this bad boy from a guy in Houston. He got an order, and he was like, "Hey, you got an extra one," so he put it up on. I got it for $20, so it's a pretty good price on it. But I was reading through this, and I do have a Leviathan Dreadnought, and reading through the Leviathan rules, and just because I gave him a Storm Cannon array, and that's a heavy 10 now, strength 7 minus 2 AP and does 2 wounds. So I'm definitely really thinking about putting that Leviathan together afterwards and running, just like I'll call it the Walk of the Ancients. So I'll definitely run a list where it's all Dreadnoughts and probably a couple troop choices, just for fun, just because I love Dreadnoughts and I think it'll be really fun to run on the channel. But definitely, I think Dreadnoughts are going to be pretty useful in this edition. The thing is you need to run more than 1. You at least need to have 2 out there for that possible threat, and even 3 if you can get 3 in your list. But it's just like anything. The more you have, the more chance you have of getting a couple of those Dreadnoughts in where you want them, so they can smash with their big, huge power fists as well as their shooting ability. But so definitely Venerable Dreadnoughts are the key. If you're going to take one, if you can spend that extra points, definitely taking a Venerable Dreadnought. And Ironclads are still about as brutal as they are because they are toughness 8. So a little harder to take down the normal Dreadnoughts are toughness 7. But if you're playing Space Marines, definitely think about using, what is it? What is that power called? I did this too in one of our games with Jonathan, which was really beneficial too when I was running the 2 Dreadnoughts. But definitely running Might of Heroes and casting that on your Dreadnought, giving him +1 toughness and +1 strength. So strength 16 on the chart, he'll be strength 16 in close combat, plus having toughness 8. And putting that on a Venerable Dreadnought, and then you get the 6+ rerollable. The 6+ basically feel no pain at the end, so gives you a high probability of hopefully him definitely living on through. So I will definitely be posting pictures of my Nephilim this tonight, and put it on Instagram, and I'll be posting on the F&P page as well, on our Facebook page, so y'all can see the progress that I make on all my models. And I am very, very excited and of getting my Dark Angels back on the channel. So next week when I get that Redeemer Dreadnought or Redemptor, I don't even know what it is, but it's the new biggest Dreadnought out there, so it's cool. I will definitely get him painted up within the next week. So hopefully next weekend, if I get time, I will try to get a game in with him so he will get up on the channel, and so I can really give a good assessment on what I think of the newest Dreadnought. But other than that, guys, I do have some more projects coming along. I'm definitely going to be working on my Dark Angels. I really want to get them back on the channel. I know there's a lot of Deathwing fans out there, so hopefully I will get them all done. So with this, with the Ancestor Squad, that'll get me up to about 1650 points. And then I also need to paint. I need to paint a Deathwing champion as well as the Apothecary. So hopefully I will get all that stuff done within the next couple weeks, plus the new Redeemer Dreadnought. Get all that stuff done within the next couple weeks, so I will get all that stuff on the channel. So, but just a heads up, guys, we are going to be doing a big game this weekend, so it's more of like an APOC game. So we'll see how the filming goes. We may have to cut out some dice rolls and some other things to, get in a good amount of time. But it's going to be Chaos versus, well, it's going to be Bad Guys versus Imperium, because Jonathan's not quite sure what he's playing, and I will be playing my Khorne Demonkin, and definitely this bad boy right here will make its debut on the channel. So he's got his, I'm just going to call that a Reaper Chainsword, but he will make his debut on the channel, and hopefully he does a little better than usually what happens when I debut a new model and gets blown up on first turn. So other than that, guys, appreciate y'all watching. So look out for the new battle reports coming out, and we're trying to get as much stuff as we can get done for 8th. And I hope y'all guys are digging what we're doing. And if y'all have any suggestions or anything you want to see, if you want to hear me talk about tactics or anything like that, just let me know what y'all want to hear. Suggestions are always welcome, and criticisms as well too, because we just want to make the channel better for you. And then next time, I may post another video on this week, but I do want to go over the Inceptor squad I played and kind of usefulness of it that I found out so far, playing 5 games in a tournament back-to-back, playing definitely a wide variety of armies. So guys, y'all have a great week, and we'll hope get to see some comments, and we will see y'all back for our next battle report.